Stop getting the wrong advice. Ensure you get the right skills for the right job for jobs in the Middle East. Contact Loy Machedo.
Hi there, Loy Machedo. Speaking to you from LoyMachedo.com. Who's Loy Machedo and Think Personal Branding? All right. Just thought I'd give you a couple of important updates that I've just received just now from reliable sources in the Middle East. Okay. The first one that I want to give you is this guy is an ex-hacker. Okay. He's an ex-hacker. He's right now my client, and this is what he spoke to me. Okay. This is what he told me, and this is what I thought you should know about. Now, some of these telecom providers are giving you a smartphone or a smart device or a laptop that they're giving you on a discount, or they're giving it at a throwaway price. Okay. What he told me is these devices have tracking systems in them. They get these devices in bulk. They change their configuration. They install spyware. They make sure that these devices can be tracked. And then they give you at a throwaway price. So obviously people will be very happy to take these devices which are at a throwaway price. Now these devices are installed, I don't know what is the system or what is the software, but it seems they can be tracked. Everything in these devices that you put, whether it's your password, whether it's apps, whether it's emails, everything can be tracked in these devices. Okay. So if you are buying anything that is at a throwaway price, buy on installments or buy this, get this for free, or take this at a, mega whatever offer, all those devices are tracked. Whether it's software or whether it's hardware, they change it and then they give it to you. That's number one. And also what I'm telling you is you can choose to believe this information, or you can choose not to believe. Do your own research. That's what I always tell you. Do your own research. Maybe what I'm telling you is all bullshit. Okay. Maybe what I'm telling you is all fake stories, like they say. So don't believe a word I say. Do your own research. And if you feel that what I say is false or fake, just ignore it. Okay. Just take it as, oh, this is an entertainment. This is fun. So smart devices can be tracked, whether it's the software or whether it's from the hardware. Now, the softwares that are being given to you for free are obviously installed with a lot of spyware. The best example for this is Totok. Totok was being given for free in UAE. The question is, why Skype was not for free? Why is Totok for free? Why was no other app, whether it's Facebook Messenger, whether it's WhatsApp Messenger, none of them were free. Only Totok was for free. And why did the government, block it? It is because it was developed by whichever names, they developed it together, and it was a spyware. Okay. Now, this comes to the next part of the question. Remember, just go to Reuters, Google search Reuters, where they uncovered the Pegasus software, which is developed by Israel, and UAE and Israel working together to create these systems where they can spy on your, all your data. So there was this company, I can't get the name, Blackwaters or whatever. It has a very nice name, cool name. I think it was the CEO of Axim Telecom. He took over this company, Blackwaters or something like that. I can't get the name right now. So they had created these softwares or the systems to spy on other people. Okay. Now, obviously, they would say they are doing it, to protect national security. Well, obviously, I get every country, whether it's US, UK, Europe, India, all of them are developing these spywares to make sure that they are in control of things. Because today, wars are not fought physically. Wars are fought through information, through, softwares, through these AI, artificial intelligence, which is why Elon Musk and all those people are saying, if you allow AI to get its own self-growth mechanism in place, it will take over the world, which is very dangerous, which is a very futuristic thing, but it will happen. Because if you have a software that becomes Terminator, just gets its own form of intelligence, it learns everything, it will decide what is right and what is wrong. Okay. So another thing which I want to tell you, this was from a guy who was working for a, real estate company. It seems in the real estate company, they were giving mobile phones and they were giving laptops to the salespeople and on joining bonus. Now, obviously, because I do not have evidence, I will not state the name of that company. So they were giving laptops and they were giving smartphones. You can use with a package that they were giving. Within this package, you can do whatever you want. And it seems that they were using it properly for their own personal use. What I found out from this guy who was working with this company is all those phones and all the data and all the laptops, they had, I don't know how, whether it's software, whatever, all the data was being synced into the main server and they had all the information, whether it was the client details, whether it was their personal stuff, whether it was their passwords, everything was being synced and they had access to all this data. So, like I said, do your own homework. Maybe what I'm saying is just, bullshit on, just reading from some book, science fiction book. Maybe it cannot happen. Okay. Another thing is for those of you who keep your computers and laptop on or your smart devices on 24/7, just make sure that you close the cameras, the security cameras or whatever. Just close it, because it is possible to view your house or view what you're doing through the cameras in your devices, which I'm pretty sure you already know about. Whether it's your iMac, whether it's your computer, whether it's your laptop, and your smartphones, when you're sleeping, switch them off. You don't need them. Switch off all your devices. That's what he has suggested. Another suggestion that he has given is do not download any free apps. Just don't download anything free. Do not click on any links which you never asked for. Do not chat or speak to anyone who you do not know. Okay, because this is how they track. In fact, if you get a call from somebody and you start speaking to the person, they need a suitable amount of time, it seems, to figure out who you are, where you are. If you keep talking to the person after that period of time, then they can zone on in you. So if you do not know who the person is, avoid speaking or conversing with this person, especially if it is a beautiful girl and she's talking to you very nicely. I get plenty of Facebook requests, plenty of WhatsApp messages. In fact, for me, I've been getting, I think right from January onwards, plenty of sponsors who have been asking me, Loy, I'd like to sponsor your channel for this product or this announcement. Plenty of people. I have never heard of those people. I don't know who those people are. And I have my way of finding out who those, whether it's fake or real. So I'm just telling you, please be wary. Now, that doesn't mean you start being paranoid. That doesn't mean, oh my God, relax. You're not of international security or national security that you have to be paranoid. Your Starbucks photograph of your coffee and your meal that you ate for lunch or the girl that you're shagging is not of the concern of the government. They're not, oh my God, he is shagging his neighbor's wife. No, they are not too bothered. In fact, they're not even bothered what porn you're watching. Okay, so relax the fuck out. Okay, the only thing I'm making you aware is this is possible. This is happening. Okay, so you don't have to worry about it. Just relax. I'm just making you aware so that you know. So what are the solutions? Number one, I told you, don't download any app you do not know. Number two is don't click on any websites you don't know. Number three is when you go to a website, check the website address. Is it like Emirates Bank dot something else, ASP, like dot IE dot something, So be careful. They are even masking these websites, okay? And also, don't speak to anyone you do not know. Ask them, who are you? Verify the information. Don't add up anyone on Facebook. Make sure everything is two-factor authentication. And if you're using a VPN, do not use a free VPN. Use a paid VPN. Always spend a little bit extra. And just do like what I do. I have my phone, which number you have, plus I have another phone, plus I have another phone, plus I have another number. So, my VIP clients speak to me on the number that nobody else knows. Okay. And I have 4 phones and I keep changing. And my wife also has 2-3 phones. My computer is not on when it's not being used. See, and the data that is important to me, I never store it on the hard disk. I store it on a disk that is never connected, online. So important stuff is what you need to keep that way. And also with regards to bank accounts, please be careful if you're saving your money or keeping your money in local bank accounts. Case in point, what happened to Lebanon? What is happening in some African countries? They are not allowed to withdraw their money more than $200 a week or something like that. So please be wary of the fact that if you put your money in a local bank, okay, you have to be very careful. So it'd rather be in an international bank and don't put all your eggs in one basket. Another important thing which I wanted to tell you is because the United States election is coming up, there will be a lot of movement where stocks are concerned, where commodities are concerned. So in case you see something happening and you're tempted, relax. It's the media playing its narrative. Okay, they are trying to make you react. In fact, I would tell you, do not, if you're planning to purchase property, do not, listen again, big, do not buy anything now. The prices are going to slide down even further. Even if they give you buy one, get a Lamborghini free, buy a Ferrari, you get a house with a Ferrari, you get a this, you get a that, you get one house extra, you get Visa. Just relax the fuck out, okay? Also, for those of you who are like harping, oh yeah, UAE wants peace, UAE wants peace. Here, do a little bit of research. See, UAE has made peace with Israel with the support of US, okay? Now, why is this happening? Just look, when you go back and you look at things from a bird's eye view, a lot of things tend to make sense. If you actually look, Hong Kong was the business hub of the world where everything used to come. Hong Kong was the center. Singapore is more like the center, okay? Now, Hong Kong and Singapore are no longer the center, especially Hong Kong. It's not the center. They're trying to brand it as China. So, which is the next best option? Either it's UK or it's case in, ching, is it ringing you a bell? It's UAE. So from Hong Kong, all the business will either go to UK or UAE. So now UK doesn't have the proper infrastructure. Everything is shut down. COVID shut down. So which is the only country that's saying, oh, we are open. Oh, everyone's coming. Oh, tourism is pouring in millions and billions. Well, it's the Middle East. And because they are dancing to the tunes of USA and they have the support of Israel, so now guess which is going to be the next business hub? It is going to be UAE. But that is the opportunity, which is a good thing. I don't have any complaints there. But when you have new friends, you make new enemies. Have you noticed Saudi is not saying anything? Pakistan is not saying anything. Turkey has only said, okay, we are breaking up the relation, but he's just making noise. But the people who are not making noise is where you need to be very afraid. Okay? So new opportunities, new threats. So UAE, what it's doing is it's playing a strategic game. And for those of you who keep harping, oh, it's making peace, man, stop being jealous. Listen, you dummy. Israel has a problem with Palestine. Israel is supposed to make peace with Palestine. Israel is supposed to approach Palestine, and Palestine is supposed to approach Israel. They both are supposed to sit down and talk. They both are supposed to sign the dotted line and say, okay, we have a problem between Israel. We have made peace. Now, Israel has not gone to Palestine. Palestine has not come to Israel. Now, UAE comes in the picture. From where the fuck did UAE have a problem with Israel? UAE never had a fucking problem with Israel. UAE and Israel are nothing got to do. To give you an analogy, it is like, I have a problem with my wife. We are having a problem. Our relationship is having a problem. We are going to undergo a divorce, me and my wife. So now, instead of me approaching my wife and trying to reconcile, and my wife approaching me to reconcile, in comes Sheila. Sheila is another female. And instead of focusing on my wife, I'm making peace with Sheila. What the fuck is that supposed to be? So if I make peace with Sheila, does that improve my situation with my wife? Are you fucking crazy? This is what is happening. Israel has a problem with Palestine. That is where the problem is. It doesn't have a problem with UAE. UAE making peace with Israel on the pretext of we are moving towards peace. What the fuck are you moving towards? You're not moving towards any fucking peace. You are moving towards a political fucking game, leveraging on the problem of somebody else and trying to show we are the good guys. No, you just want to make shitloads of fucking money. You want the spyware. You want investments. You want people to come in. Why don't you just say the fucking truth and stop showing, oh, Islam is a religion of peace. That is why we are making, we are opening. No, I'm sorry. Islam is Islam. It's a lifestyle. It is a religion by itself, with itself. That is why they have a mosque. And that is why a mosque and a synagogue and a church and a temple don't merge together. Every religion has its own uniqueness. If you think what I'm saying is wrong, please tell me, can a Muslim woman marry a Hindu man? Can a Muslim woman marry a Christian man? Can a Muslim woman, and is it okay, when you have your children? If Islam is so open-minded, can they become Jews? Can they become Hindus? Can you have a Hindu god in a Muslim house? No, that is not allowed. So let's stop faking it that all religions except Allah. In a synagogue, you can't have the image of Ganesha. In a Hindu temple, you cannot have Jesus Christ, or you can't have a Muslim guy praying to Allah in a temple. Every religion has its own unique identity. Let's not mix and match. Just as you cannot have, I think which country was Sweden or Denmark had a gay imam, or it had a female imam. This is not acceptable to Islam because Islam follows a traditionalistic stance. Dubai has gambling. Dubai has prostitutes. Dubai has, a very free, open-minded culture. This is not in sync with Islam, okay? The fundamental root of Islam. Please tell me if this is allowed in Islam. Tell me in Saudi, which is Mecca, Medina, okay, will they allow, let's say, booze and alcohol and women and all this open Ibiza party and gambling? No, it's not allowed. So let's stop faking it, okay? Dubai, UAE is making peace with Israel for financial benefits, for weapons technology, for spyware, and it's leveraging on the COVID crisis that there is for the benefit of its country. I don't have any issues with that. Go ahead, applause, applause. And Donald Trump is doing that not because he loves Islam, not because he loves the Muslims. No, he's doing it because his re-election is coming. He needs to show his credentials and show that, see, I have done something important. See, I did the peace with North Korea. See, I did the thing with China. I stood my ground. See, I made peace in the Middle East. It's all namesake. Just as when you see, this in the United States, they have, whenever the president speaks, have you noticed when the president speaks, they give the, this address, you see all the guys standing and clapping, standing up, and every sentence he gives, they stand up and, what the fuck is that? It looks so fucking fake. It looks like a fake orgasm. President Trump gives a sentence, any American president, when he gives, they have this big, fake ass ceremony where Republicans sit on one side, Democrats sit on one side. The president says, hi, my name is so-and-so. And his party, if he's Republican, the Republicans stand and if he's Democrat, only Democrats stand up and I did this for the country. And women should be protected. They will stand up and they'll applaud. It's so fucking fake. I mean, do we need to have common sense to know this is it's so fake, it's orchestrated, So this is the problem. We live in a fake ass society where people know it's fake, they know it's all bullshit, but they play along. Now, all of a sudden, Kamala Harris is standing for election. Oh, she's Indian. She's Indian. Which part of her is Indian? What is Indian? Just because my grandfather was African, am I African? My great-grandfather was British. So am I British? Oh, my name is Sir Loy Machedo. I'm British. Oh, yes, because my ancestors were British. Shut the fuck up. Just to make you fucking stupid. Oh, her mother was Jamaican. Her father was Indian. No, sorry. Her mother was Indian. Father was Jamaican. Grandfather was some... Shut the fuck up. She has an American passport, okay? And she is not here to change the world for Indians, change the world for Pakistanis. No, she just wants a political position. She wants a job. Whether it's Donald Trump, whether it's Kamala Harris, whether it's Joe Biden, all of them are politicians. Hello, politicians, okay? So everyone plays a political game. They will play a different tone. Stop falling for all this bullshit. Okay. Next one, what I want to tell you is, itisala then do when these people, they come to your house and do some, screwing around and changing the socket and putting some wires and all that. Just be aware, they're not doing these free upgrades for the benefit of, oh, we love you so much, we're giving it for free. Just keep that in mind. Free apps, stay clear, which I've told you before. Okay, in terms of jobs, media houses now have started terminating people. Creative agencies terminating people. All the old timers, all the big salaries, and this banks and hospitals and Emirates. I mean, the number of CVs I'm getting is huge, humongous. I was supposed to put the vacancies, but I'm not putting it because there are so many people whose CVs I've got. Now, out of the CVs that I'm forwarding, from there only they're selecting people. That's why I'm not advertising, because as it is, there's enough and more CVs coming in. Okay. Hong Kong and China, US is strategically trying to close that down. So they're trying to open new ports and new hubs because they want to damage Hong Kong. Why? Because it belongs to China. So do your own homework there. Okay. One more solution I'll give you: have multiple chat apps, like have Telegram, have Signal, have WhatsApp, have Facebook, have different computers, have different laptops, have different phones. So it becomes very hard to track what is what. Have different bank accounts, have different, just make it very difficult for people to, spy on you if that is what you're worried about. Okay. A lot of fake stories will be shared around, which I want you to be aware of. And also, two last things which I want to tell you. You remember the family of 12 that was stuck in Dubai? I got this from Reddit, and I'll read it out from Reddit. I'll put the link down below. Have a look at it. This is what it says, and I'll read it out. It says, posted by you/Sheikh Sharif 6 hours ago. It says, family of 12 in Dubai is a scam. Okay. They've given the link of KHALEEJ Times there, and this is what it says. So clearly, when help is offered, this family refuses all sorts of efforts and seems very fishy. Anyone who's feeling sympathy for them or offering to help them, please do your own research and then offer them whatever you can. I honestly can't believe how KHALEEJ Times posted a video of them without any investigation. So then it says, my dad and few of his friends, including people from the Sri Lankan embassy, visited the family and asking how they can help. One of the helpers told the family that he will send them back and pay for their tickets. The father refused, saying he needs a life here in UAE with his 10 kids. Wow, okay. So another helper offered him a land in Sri Lanka to build whatever he wants to settle there with his family. The father refused, saying no, he will only accept a land or house in Colombo. Wow, okay, he has his demands. And when they tried to convince him, he threatened to call the cops on everyone who had come to offer him help. My father, being from Anuradhapura, asked the father if he claims he's from the city on the video on KHALEEJ Times. So whereabouts were they from? He threatened my dad and started raising his voice, getting mad and pointing fingers, saying, oh, you have come to ask where I'm from, and refused to answer a simple question. But from there, from what my dad and his friends can make out, their accent is not from Anuradhapura. They seem to come from the eastern side of Sri Lanka. My dad's opinion, there is a third person, 13th, I should say, in Sri Lanka with these people trying to take money here from the locals and send 50% there and 50% here. If a person is refusing all sorts of help, I don't know what mindset they did come here. So taking help from Arabs and locals are fine, but when they offer you money and food, but when your own countrymen offer you help, you threaten them. Hypocrites. Just making sure people don't fall for the scam and waste their energy. There are so many people out there who deserve so much more and are in need. This family isn't one. Save your money for a better person or better family. Edit update. Contacted the journalist named Anjana who produced this video, and this is her response, saying that I'm jumping to conclusion when asked why was his Sri Lankan account number being given to so many people who wanted to help him, but then the father refuses to go back to Sri Lanka. I think that is a claim you or I cannot price wrong. There are kind and unkind people everywhere. He does not have a local bank account and asked me whether I can give him mine or the newspaper's local account number. But when we are not allowed to do that, in this circumstance, he gave me his Sri Lankan account. I can say that he tried everything possible to convince me to get somebody to help him offer a local account where people can send money. So, to me, this is Katie trying to cover up. So, I've just read what exactly is put on Reddit. I put the link down below. You do your own research and figure out. Okay, and last but not the least, what I want to tell you is I have been warned by somebody, someone who I know. It seems that some media house is going to expose me. Okay, so they're planning to expose me. They're planning to expose that I'm fake, that they're trying to destroy my image by saying that I take money and, something or another. I take money, I don't actually provide the service, or associate me with, I don't know, some girl or something, or kind of discredit me so that people stop watching. They have been actually paid. They actually have a group. So please feel free to expose me. Feel free to tell people that I take money, whatever. Like I told you, I put everything out there in the open. I never guarantee jobs. So if you want to associate me with a girl that I had an affair, or that I take money and I, cheat people for jobs, or that my channel is fake, or that I say fake news, please go ahead. Like I've told you, you don't have to view my channel. You don't have to watch my stuff. If you feel I'm giving wrong information, please stop watching. And if I'm wrong, tell me where I'm wrong, because everything that I share with you, I give you evidence. And where I don't have evidence, I put a very straightforward disclaimer that, this is what someone has told me. So, like I told you, everything that I share with you, do your own research in the end. What I share with you is an opinion. Nobody's forcing you to watch my channel. Nobody's forcing you to see my stuff. Maybe what I'm saying is fake. Maybe what I'm saying is real. Okay? Do your own homework. Okay? So that's what I have to tell you. Like I say, as always, everything online today, you need to do your research. So this is what I wanted to share with you. Let me know if what you think is true or false. I share whatever is there and I keep it real. So this is me signing off. Guys, put in your thoughts, your comments down below. This is me signing off. Take care. Bye-bye. And last, if not the least, I happened to get this video that was being shared on social media viral. There's this, there is this Arab lady who's dressed up in Arab, in abaya. She goes to this supermarket or something, and there she actually destroys, an image of Lord Ganesha, apparently, it was in Bahrain, in a shop, and they destroyed this idol. Now, as far as I know, yeah, you're not allowed to. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, you're not allowed to have Hindu idols in Muslim countries, like for example in Saudi. Okay, but there are certain countries that allow this, like UAE. Now I don't know how far they allow this in Bahrain. Okay, I don't know how far they allow this in Bahrain. Now this is what I've got from the tweet by Sonam Mahajan. The Capital Police of Bahrain has arrested the Muslim woman who destroyed Lord Ganesha's idols in a shop in Jazeera out of sheer hatred against the Hindu faith. Legal action was initiated after the video went viral on social media in India. Okay, so, and then it says, Bahrain's Ministry of Interior has initiated action against the Muslim woman who destroyed Ganesha's idols in a local shop. Okay, that's the same thing. Now, what I want to tell you is, please, 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 do not initiate hatred against Muslims. Do not initiate hatred against Hindus. We do not need hatred against religion. Now, two people out of their ignorance and religious bias have, or whatever, religious ignorance, as I'd call it, they destroyed it. Now, as per the diplomatic advisor to His Highness the King, the former foreign minister, he says, breaking religious symbols is not the character of the people of Bahrain. It is a crime that expresses hatred foreign to our values. We reject hatred here in Bahrain. All religious sects and people coexist. Whoever does is a stranger and not one of us. Okay. So it seems that Khalid bin Ahmed Al Khalifa, diplomatic advisor to His Highness the King, the former foreign minister, condemns the incident in which a woman is breaking religious idols in a shop in Jufair. Okay, so what I would tell you is, I personally believe, this is my belief, that Bahrain, UAE, these countries, Oman, yes, they are Islamic countries, but they do not promote hatred. Yes, there is racism. Don't get me wrong. There is religious bigots. Even in Kuwait, you have had this social media influencer who said that, hatred against Filipinos and all that. There are people like this, okay? There are people. But we cannot brush everyone in the same brush and say all of them are racist. Just in India, there is Hindu-Muslim differences. At the same time, those are few. But that doesn't mean the whole of India is racist. That doesn't mean the whole of India is filled with North Indians or the whole of India is South Indian. There are different people, okay? So please don't use this as hatred towards anyone, towards any religion. Now, the people who shared this with me are from TCS Berihan Supermarket, a Choitram branch, okay? So this is a one-off incident. It's unfortunate what has happened, but please don't use this to create hatred, to create, indifference, and especially violence. Okay, let's calm down and let's look at this in a very, in a cool, calm-headed manner, and let's find out a solution to this. Okay, it's unfortunate what has happened. So I'm not trying to say Muslims are bad. I'm not saying Hindus are bad. Let's work things out in a cool, calm, composed manner and bring peace. Okay, this lady is ignorant. Let's distance ourselves from her, but let's not hate Bahrainis. Let's not hate Indians. Let's not hate Pakistanis. Let's work towards peace and not towards hatred. That's what I have to say. Let me know your thoughts. If you have any more information with regards to this, I thought this was important for me to share. All right. And I'll also play the video of this incident that has happened. Please, if you're sensitive, do not watch this video because it is rather emotionally charged. So, and don't use this video to bring about hatred. This video is just to share with you what has actually happened. I request you just watch the video as an outsider without judging or hating Muslims. Muslims are not evil people. I have friends who are Muslims. Yes, there are Muslims who are also, a little bit on the nutty side. You also have Hindus who are good, and you have Hindus who are on the nutty side. So both the sides you have, any religion. So let's not use it to hate other people. Rather, let's use it to educate ourselves and to make this world a better place. There's enough and more problems right now, from COVID to everything else. Let's not add this, to complicate our lives even further. I request for peace. I request for understanding. And it's unfortunate what has happened. So this is what I have to say. Let me know your thoughts. This is me signing off.
هذه بلد مسلم صح؟ ليش هذا احنا؟ هذه بلد مسلم صح؟ أي مو مال كافر صح؟ اوكي انت مسلم؟ هذه مال كفر صح ولا لا؟
هذه ديرة حمد بن عيسى.
حمد بن عيسى يرضى بهذا؟
يلا جيب منها بيت شوف منو اللي يعبد الاصنام هني.
لا هو الكبير كسري. النبي ابراهيم كسر الكبير فيهم بعد.
يلا ابي شرطه.
مال هندوس تقول بعد.
Stop getting the wrong advice. Ensure you get the right skills for the right job for jobs in the Middle East. Contact Loy Machedo.